Hey everybody, so it's been a while since I've made a video like this, and I do this all the time, but I figured I'd actually document it and record it this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to fine-tune a model using Vertex AI and Google Cloud Platform. Up front, I've been paying attention to this a lot, and in my experience, I've seen that Google Cloud Platform and Google specifically is very much going after this enterprise market with AI. I've noticed Google has wanted to go after the enterprise tech market forever, and they've missed out on several boats. And I think that if you look at everything that they're aligning to, they are 100% not trying to miss the boat this time. And then so their enterprise product is the best that I have seen out there so far, and it's the one I keep going back to overall. So if you're familiar with Google Cloud Platform overall, Vertex AI is a subset of, and it's a part of the Google Cloud Platform, and it's connected to Google Cloud Platform, meaning that from here, once we fine tune our model, we can do everything to and with the platform of the Google Cloud Platform with this model that we could with anything else. So we could connect it to a BigQuery database. We can connect APIs to it, run APIs to it. Hosting and inference is all set up through this Vertex AI interface, which is through Google Cloud Platform, etc. But for today, we're going to focus very specifically on fine-tuning models. So very quickly, I'm just going to go to language, which is just easiest for me, and then I see new tuned model. And so there's a lot of different ways to get this. This is just the easiest way for me. Language, new tuned model, and then here, right? And then so tuning methods, supervised tuning, and then reinforcement learning from human feedback. And then we can see here that it's in preview, giving you an upfront with the Google Cloud Platform and Vertex AI. What it means within preview is it's going to allow you to do it. It's going to allow you to set it up, and then it's going to say that it's in preview. That's what in preview means with this platform. So we're going to do supervised learning, and then so supervised learning is just we're giving it labeled data, right? Prompt and response data in this instance, and then so we're going to give this model a name, and then so in this instance, this is going to be legal Gemini test model. Litify B1, call it that. And then from here we select our models. So we don't if you've been paying attention to the news, you'll notice that Gemini is now beating GPT-4o on a lot of tests and overall. But so this is not that model. This is the model right before that. But this is, Pro 02. I like this model. The one I think you want Pro 06, I believe. That's the one that's making all the headlines. But so you'll notice on the tune settings, it defaults to 4 on the number of epochs, which is fine. You might 3 to 5 is good here. And then learning rate and your adapter size. Generally, you don't want to change this. Learning rate is how the multiplier of the how fast it learns, the batches, and then adapter size is how many GPUs you want, 1, 4, 8, 16, and you'll be charged a lot more for more. So you generally set it to 1, and then we're going to go continue here. And then, so this is the only step that comes in, right, is our tuning data set. And then so within the Vertex AI platform, this platform, it makes it very easy and simplistic to fine-tune a model. If you're used to fine-tuning open source models, and then you're you go through the Google Colab notebooks and you all through those exercises, this is very simple compared to those methods and very streamlined, right? That's the kind of the difference between the enterprise platform and an open source platform here. But then so our only step here is to select the JSON-L file, and then this is the only critical step in this entire process, and this is the one where I want to spend a little bit of time on. So within this, every single one of these models has a different data set that is different requirements for the data set, right? So we'll have right now Gemini Pro 02. If I select Chat Bison, it's going to have different requirements than Code Bison, which will have different requirements than Text Bison, which has different requirements than Gemini 002, right? So just highlighting that there. And then so we go to our data set, and we need to create our data set in this instance. And then so in this instance, I've created my own method for this to speed this up for me. So I have my data set here. I call this data set, I just called it Legal Milkshake 1. And then that's what the name I gave it. And then so this is a notebook that I've created and that I've run. And it's so I need to first pip install datasets, which is installing the datasets from here, right? This datasets that I have in Hugging Face, that's exactly what it's pulling over, and then pulling in here. And then I need that package in there to run and to execute in order to get this dataset to run. But then I'm going to just drop and then do one change here, and I'm going to do it correctly first. Give me 1 second because I'm missing that T, and it's going to just, that doesn't really, doesn't matter either way, but I'm going to do it like this. There we go. And then so we have the, there we go, that in there. And I'm just going to execute this. And then so what you're going to see here, right, like first of all, so there's no file here, right? And then we're going to call this training data JSON-L. And then we're going to execute this. And then so all it's doing is reading from the Hugging Face base, and then it's creating the file maybe. And then it's not going to, it's erroring in this instance. Because I need to do this. So capital, exact punctuation matters in this instance. It did create this, so we do still have the data set there, but I don't like that error, right? So I want to fix the error. So let's do this. Cool. Now it's good, right? And then so now we've got our actual data set, this guy, and then I'm going to download this file. And then again, just so you know, like that's like that Colab notebook is, again, just from experience, from fine tuning lots of different Vertex AI models, and then so I've just created that Colab for myself for these purposes, like for fine tuning. I'll leave a description. I'll leave it in the description of this particular video if you want to check it out and use it. And then so from here we've got everything that we want, and then we just hit start tuning, and then like. From here, this is literally it, right? You think that there's more to it than fine-tuning a model. Fine-tuning a model comes down to the data and the fine-tuning, and so we can see now that it's running, right? And then so when we look at previous, I'll look at previous fine-tunes that we see here. It takes about 6 to 8 minutes to know that it's successful, right? Because the first thing that it has to do is load that data set, and that data set's going to take time to load. Once this fine-tuning process happens and goes through, we're going to get this. Tuning process succeeded, and then we're going to get our training metrics, and then we'll see our different metrics, and then the major thing that we want to pay attention to is our loss rate. And then if you know anything about this, you might like see that this is an abnormal loss rate. It's kind of like very zigzaggy, right? Like this is as a result of the data sets that I use, and it's like kind of like personal, like some proprietary data that I mix into the data set in order to get these jagged lines, and this is kind of how it translates out. But you can see that the loss rate is crazy, right? So it starts off at like up here, like real close to, it jumps up to 2, and then by the end we're like at like below 1, like almost below, what we get really below 1, right? Like 0.65. So like from 2 to 0.65 loss rate, like just, you know, in this, like it's, you normally don't see that big of a loss rate. And then so to me, that's like why I put the proprietary data in there, just so you know, and if you're seeing that. But so this is going to run for about 40 minutes overall, and then we'll have our tuned model, and then we can go through and do it. But so this is as easy as it gets. If you've been wanting to tune Vertex AI models, here it is for you, very straightforward, and this is the biggest obstacle for you, right? Just figuring out here, and then this is very straightforward. Just pick whichever model you want. Chat Bison, OpenAI I have on here, whatever model that you want. And then so Gemini Pro is the one that I used here. Very straightforward. And then you just, whatever your data set is, make sure that you load your data set to Hugging Face first. If you're getting errors, it's going to be here on, make sure that you're loading it in prompt response or adjusting the code, however you want to do it, up to you. But so you have the tool available to you, and anything that you want to do there. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.